And if you knew Davy really, really well, you would know that Oliver was his baby. He loved Oliver. As a matter of fact, so much so that it bothered him when high schools would actually do the musicals, that he couldn't be in charge of some of the original production behind and directing it, because he always wanted to make sure it was done right. So it's kind of interesting when I got asked to come out here and be a part of this. Jody and I talked forever on the telephone the first night. I think it was about a 2-hour conversation where she's sitting right over there, where she shared with me a little bit about why this means so much to her. Just because she was a childhood friend with David when he first came over from England, being a teenager himself. And as she went into all these stories about David, just how generous he was, how caring he was, first thought went through my mind, and I remember even looking at my wife and saying this, boy, he hasn't changed at all during the years. The same type of guy he was when he was just a teenager was the same type of guy he was in the last 10, 15 years of his life when I got to know him. And he was a very, very generous man and a very caring man. The character he played on the Monkees TV show was very, very similar to how he was in person. Always quick with a joke, always trying to help people. And when people ask me, what am I going to miss the most? What do I miss the most about David? And what I would have to say that I miss the most is the music. A lot of people tried to say that the Monkees weren't great musicians. Davy was a wonderful, wonderful musician, wonderful songwriter. And if you've ever listened to any of the songs he's ever written over the years, they were very, very poetic. Oh, thank you. I'm just going to turn up a little bit. And so what I thought we could do to kind of open up, yep, that's good. Sorry, technology's not always my friend. Open up the evening with a couple songs that Davy actually wrote. Rumor has it, because anytime that he ever talked about some of his songs over the years, stories would change. He could never get facts right. Rumor has it that both of these songs were written in Pennsylvania, where not only did he have a nice little country home in an Amish community, but where he also had his church that he purchased. And so these were two of my favorite songs that he actually wrote.
If I had a penny for every time I thought about you, I would be a millionaire. I would send you flowers each day, and I would show you in every way just how much I really care. Summer sun and the winter snow, the autumn leaves and the spring rain snow, just how much I need. It's not too in my heart, they're on my mind. Never-ending love affair, go together everywhere. Our love will last until the end of time. 'Cause it's not too late to turn this ship around, sailing to the wind, my love, before we're on the ground. It's not too late. Say that I love you, and it's not too late for you, my love, to say you love me too. It's not too late to turn the ship around, to sail into the wind, my love, before we're on the ground. It's not too late to say that I love you, and it's not too late for you, my love, to say you love me too. It's not too late.
Testing one, there, two. There we go. I just got used to the mute button. Well, when I heard the news that he had passed away, which, by the way, I got to say, seeing one of his band members here tonight, Dave Alexander, I consider a good friend, and many of his other friends here tonight, people who worked with him, and I just knew him in many different ways. It's so hard to be here tonight, to be hearing his music and not expect him to actually walk into this room right now. And I feel that way every time I went to Beavertown for the memorials, and I just kind of expected to see him actually walk out. When I actually got the news that he had passed away, because I was a fan, and I say fan, I grew up with a TV show, but I actually grew up on the reruns. Kind of date myself with that one because it was in the 80s when that one actually came out. But anyways, when I heard that he had passed away, for a long time I actually couldn't listen to any of his songs. I couldn't watch the TV show because I really thought of all the people I've ever met in the entertainment business, I've never met someone as humble and as generous as David was. And he really truly cared about his fans and about his friends and about his family. Today's Father's Day. He had his 4 wonderful daughters, all girls, as he would always say. And he loved them tremendously. He loved his family. He loved his friends. And when I found out he had passed away, I remember that night going to the piano and just started playing Daydream Believer over and over again. And then I stopped and I just started writing down this is what musicians, by the way, do. When we go through hard times, we put down into words how we feel. And I started writing this song called Finally Free because I remember that was the first thing my wife finally told me. With all the stuff that he had gone through in his life, she goes, he's finally free. And I only got about halfway through the song. And I kept thinking, all these people in the Monkees, all these people in the entertainment industry, somebody's probably going to do a tribute song to him. And I kept waiting, and when the Monkees went back on tour the following summer, and no one had done this, I contacted my good friend John here, and people credit me for this song. I credit John because all I did was write down a bunch of words and a little melody.
He made an unbelievably good demo, and I heard it in my head. I said, Chris, would you let me do this? He said, yes, that's how it went.
And I contacted him, and to tell you how fast and how excited he was on this project, he had pretty much all the production done for it by the time I got out there to put down my vocals on it. I really had to do nothing but just show up and actually put down the vocals. And at the same time, my friends with the Written in Our Hearts cookbook team were working on the cookbook project, and they had asked my wife and I if we could actually contribute to this project. And I was telling them about this song. They said, well, I said, if you want, you can actually use the song with the cookbook. And so we actually put it with the cookbook. It is a free download. If you do buy this cookbook, it does go to the horses. And it is a free download on my Bandcamp page, and it's a wonderful song. It's called Finally Free.
Felt like a daydream when I heard the news today, because it's just so hard to believe that you've gone away. It took me back to those younger days, right from the start, and all those melodies that you sang, written in your heart. And now you're finally free, like you've always wanted to be. Still all those memories will still apart. Looking back on those days, it was good, clean fun. 45 years together, and the journey was a long run. And I remember those summers singing along. You're singing that you're finally free, like you've always wanted to be. Still all those memories will lost in the past. And as we look back through the tears and hear all the laughter after all those years, still all those pictures, they seem so clear and it just gets me inside. The show is over and the curtain closes, the last strand waits to take you home. Still the audience keeps singing in chorus, and if we listen close, we can hear